Milo, a curious little boy with messy brown hair and a bright red backpack, was playing in his front yard on a sunny afternoon. Birds chirped, butterflies fluttered, and the ice cream bell rang in the distance. But this time, something was strange. "Hello? Who's there?" Milo called, looking around. Suddenly, a shiny, colorful ice cream truck rolled up the street. But it wasn't just any ice cream truck. It had a big, smiling face painted on the front, and, to Milo's astonishment, it winked. "Here, kiddo, want a scoop of adventure?" the truck said in a cheerful, squeaky voice. Milo's eyes went wide. Did you just talk?" "Of course! I'm Icicle, the talking ice cream truck, and I only talk to kids who are brave and love fun." Milo laughed nervously, but excitedly. "Well, I love ice cream and adventures. Hop in, Milo. Let's make today the silliest, funniest, and sweetest day ever." And with that, Milo climbed aboard the magical ice cream truck, ready for a ride full of sprinkles, giggles, and surprises. As soon as Milo settled into the driver's seat, which was surprisingly comfy for a kid, Icicle the ice cream truck revved its engine, but instead of a normal vroom, it went splat splash too. "Ho!" Milo yelled, holding on to the seat. "Ha! That's my giggle engine." Icicle chuckled. "It only works when someone's laughing." Suddenly, the truck zoomed forward, but not on a normal road. The street magically transformed into a rainbow road made of sprinkles. Pink, blue, green, and yellow sprinkles bounced under the wheels like a trampoline. AHHH. Milo squealed as he bounced up and down. But then he noticed something hilarious. Every bounce made the ice cream truck hiccup. Tiny scoops of ice cream from its roof, vanilla, chocolate, and even rainbow sherbet went flying in all directions. "Oops, my apologies," Icicle said, shaking its bell-shaped ears. "Sometimes my toppings have a mind of their own." Milo laughed so hard he almost fell off the seat. "This is the funniest ice cream truck ever. Wait till we meet my friends," Icicle said mysteriously. And with a twist of its steering wheel, they bounced off the sprinkle road toward a lake of chocolate syrup, where even the ducks were wearing tiny whipped cream hats. As Milo and Icicle approached the chocolate syrup lake, the strangest, silliest sights appeared. Tiny dessert characters popped out from behind candy cane trees, waving at them with joyful smiles. "Meet my friends," Icicle announced proudly. First came Choco the chocolate bar, a wobbly, grinning bar with gummy arms and a big, gooey smile. He did a little dance that made Milo giggle uncontrollably. Next was Sprinkle the cupcake, who spun around like a ballerina, sending rainbow sprinkles flying into the air. Hello, I love visitors," she chimed in a high, bubbly voice. And then Sir Lollipop, a tall, thin lollipop with a tiny mustache, saluted Milo. "Ah, a brave human. Welcome to our sugary kingdom." Milo laughed so hard that he almost dropped his backpack. "You guys are amazing. Do you talk all the time?" "Of course," Sprinkle giggled, twirling again. "We have to. Otherwise, dessert life is too boring." Icicle honked its bell. "Come on, Milo. Let's have a dessert Olympics. Marshmallow hurdles, chocolate syrup slides, and sprinkle showers." Milo's eyes sparkled. "Best day ever." And with that, the ice cream truck, and Milo joined the dessert friends for a hilarious, bouncy, sugary adventure, where even the chocolate ducks tried to race them across the syrupy lake. Milo jumped out of the truck and lined up with Choco, Sprinkle, and Sir Lollipop for the first event. Marshmallow hurdles. Ready, set, bounce, Icicle shouted, honking its giggle engine. The hurdles were giant, fluffy marshmallows that wobbled and jiggled as Milo ran. Every time he tripped, the marshmallows bounced him back up into the air. Milo laughed so hard he nearly rolled into a puddle of chocolate syrup, which, thankfully, was more like a slippery slide than a mess. Next, they raced down the chocolate syrup slide. Milo zoomed like a rocket, his hair sticking straight up as syrup splashed everywhere. Sprinkle twirled in circles, showering rainbow sprinkles all over Milo's face. "You look delicious," she giggled. Finally, the sprinkle shower challenge. Sir Lollipop spun his candy cane staff, sending a colorful storm of sprinkles raining down on everyone. Milo tried to catch them in his hands, but the sprinkles stuck everywhere, in his hair, on his shoes, even on his backpack. Victory! Icicle honked, bouncing in excitement. "You survived the Dessert Olympics, Milo." Milo collapsed in giggles, covered in sprinkles and chocolate syrup. I've never had so much fun in my life." "Wait, there's one more surprise," Icicle said mysteriously. Milo's eyes widened. What could be sillier than this? Just when Milo thought the fun couldn't get any sillier, Icicle let out a sudden sneeze. Achoo! The truck's horn honked like a kazoo, and ice cream toppings went flying everywhere. Chocolate fudge rained down, whipped cream clouds floated in the air, and rainbow sprinkles bounced like tiny fireworks. Milo slipped on a puddle of caramel and slid across the syrupy lake like a superhero. "Oh, Icicle! What's happening?" he shouted, laughing uncontrollably. "Oops, my toppings sometimes have a mind of their own," Icicle admitted, spinning in circles as scoops of ice cream bounced off its roof like bouncing balls. Choco the chocolate bar jumped on a gummy trampoline to dodge a flying fudge rocket. Sprinkle the cupcake twirled, deflecting sprinkles with her frosting hat. Sir Lollipop tried to use his candy cane staff as a catapult to launch himself to safety, but ended up spinning in circles. Milo grabbed a giant marshmallow and swung it like a paddle, bouncing back some of the runaway sprinkles. "This is the funniest disaster ever," he shouted, laughing so hard he almost fell into a chocolate wave. Finally, after a flurry of whipped cream clouds, chocolate waves, and rainbow sprinkles, the chaos slowed. Icicle sneezed one last time, sending a gentle shower of rainbow sprinkles down like confetti. Milo and the dessert friends collapsed in giggles, sticky and happy. "I think we survived the toppings tornado," Milo said, covered in sprinkles from head to toe. Icicle honked proudly. "And that, my friend, is just the beginning of our adventure." After surviving the toppings tornado, Milo climbed back into Icicle, still giggling and sticky from sprinkles. "Hold on tight," Icicle honked. With a pop, the truck zoomed up a winding rainbow road that led to the magical ice cream mountain. The mountain sparkled in pink, purple, and mint green swirls. Rivers of chocolate fudge flowed down its sides, caramel waterfalls dripped slowly, and clouds of whipped cream floated around the peaks. "Welcome to my home away from home," Icicle said proudly. Milo's eyes grew wide. It's huge and delicious. Don't just look. Let's explore," Icicle said, bouncing along the fudge streams. Milo slid down a caramel waterfall like a slip-and slide, landing softly on a marshmallow patch. Suddenly, dozens of tiny sugar fairies appeared, giggling and sprinkling glittering sugar dust everywhere. "Watch out!" Milo squealed as a sugar fairy landed on his head, making his hair sparkle like rainbow cotton candy. Choco did a backflip over a fudge puddle. Sprinkle spun into a frosting whirlpool, and Sir Lollipop used his candy cane staff to swing across a sticky caramel bridge. Milo tried to copy them, but instead of a graceful swing, he tumbled into a pile of jelly beans, bouncing up like a trampoline. All part of the adventure, Icicle honked, laughing in its cheerful, squeaky voice. "This mountain loves to play tricks." Milo laughed so hard he could barely catch his breath. "I've never had so much fun in my entire life." As Milo explored the magical ice cream mountain, he noticed a strange movement ahead. A giant jellybean creature appeared, wobbling, jiggling, and bouncing in place. "Who dares enter my sugary domain?" the creature boomed, its voice like a drum filled with jelly beans. Milo froze, then laughed nervously. I'm Milo, and this is Icicle, the talking ice cream truck. We just wanted to play and have fun." The jellybean guardian wobbled, looked down at Milo, and sneezed. A dozen mini jelly beans popped out like confetti. "Fun, you say? Ha ha ha. Very well, but you must complete the jellybean jiggle challenge." "What's that?" Milo asked, wide-eyed. "You must bounce, wiggle, and giggle across my jellybean bridge without falling into the chocolate syrup pit below," the guardian announced. Milo, Icicle, Choco, Sprinkle, and Sir Lollipop lined up. Milo tiptoed, then hopped, then wiggled his way across, laughing as the jelly beans bounced him unpredictably. Sprinkle twirled above, sprinkling rainbow sugar dust, while Choco bounced alongside, cheering. Halfway across, Milo slipped and almost fell, but Icicle extended its scoop arms and scooped him safely back onto the bridge. Milo giggled so hard he nearly toppled again. Finally, with a triumphant leap, Milo reached the other side. The jellybean guardian shook with laughter, showering him with tiny rainbow jelly beans as a reward. "Brilliant! You have the spirit of fun and silliness," the guardian said. "You may explore my mountain to your heart's content." Milo cheered. "This is the best day ever." Milo, Icicle, and the dessert friends finally reached the peak of the magical ice cream mountain. The view was breathtaking. Sugar clouds floated gently, fudge rivers sparkled below, and candy cane trees swayed in the syrupy breeze. "Wow, it's amazing up here!" Milo exclaimed, bouncing excitedly. But suddenly, a gigantic whipped cream cloud appeared above them. "Oh!" Icicle honked nervously. "That's the mountain's way of saying hello, and it loves pranks." Before Milo could react, the cloud exploded into a fluffy whipped cream storm, raining soft, sticky clouds all over him. Milo slipped and slid, laughing hysterically as whipped cream covered his hair, face, and backpack. Choco jumped into action, bouncing on marshmallows to deflect flying dollops. Sprinkle twirled in circles, creating a whirlwind of rainbow sprinkles to mix with the cream. Sir Lollipop tried to fight the storm with his candy cane staff, but ended up spinning around in circles, tangled in sticky clouds. Icicle honked repeatedly, dodging whipped cream balls that bounced off its roof. "Hold on, Milo. This is a slippery ride." Milo laughed so hard he nearly fell over, sliding down a marshmallow slope into a chocolate fudge puddle. I've never had a mess this fun." Finally, the whipped cream cloud slowly melted away, leaving Milo and his friends sticky, giggling, and covered in rainbow sprinkles and whipped cream. "Every adventure needs a little chaos," Icicle said, honking proudly. "And that, Milo, was your whipped cream welcome." After surviving whipped cream storms and bouncing jelly beans, Milo, Icicle, and the dessert friends reached the very top of the magical ice cream mountain. There, shimmering in a soft rainbow glow, stood the legendary golden ice cream cone, tall, sparkling, and covered in magical sprinkles. "Wow, it's beautiful," Milo gasped, his eyes wide. "Only the bravest, funniest adventurers get to see it," Icicle said proudly, honking its giggle engine. Milo reached out to touch the cone. As soon as he did, a burst of rainbow sprinkles and candy fireworks shot into the sky, covering everyone in a glittering shower. Milo laughed so hard he nearly toppled over, slipping on a soft marshmallow patch. Choco bounced excitedly. "You did it, Milo. You're officially a dessert hero." Sprinkle twirled in celebration, sending rainbow sprinkles everywhere. Sir Lollipop saluted Milo, spinning on one foot. Then, the golden ice cream cone spoke. Yes, it had a tiny giggling voice. "Congratulations, Milo. You have proven that laughter, fun, and a little silliness make adventures magical." Milo giggled, covered in sprinkles, whipped cream, and chocolate. "This has been the best day ever. Thank you, Icicle, and everyone." Icicle honked one last time, ready to go home. Milo, "Yeah, but can we come back tomorrow?" Milo asked hopefully. "You bet," Icicle replied. "Adventures like this never end. They just wait for the next laugh." And with a cheerful honk, the talking ice cream truck zoomed down the rainbow sprinkle road, carrying Milo home, while the dessert friends waved and the magical ice cream mountain sparkled in the golden sunset. Milo couldn't stop laughing all the way back. He knew this was a day he'd remember forever, a day filled with fun, magic, and the silliest ice cream adventure ever.